Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to check out Chainlink's price chart. And if you remember, the last time that we were here, I think we were around this area, and the idea was that something doesn't actually add up in here. Why? Because number one, this was a very shallow pullback relative to this move down, suggesting bears are quite powerful. However, on the other hand, in the next phase down after it, we just got a relatively, I would say, a small move followed by a decent bounce. So that was exactly why I said, look, in Chainlink, it is probably safe to say that a correction most likely started from this point, and the end of it can be right around here, probably even a bit higher. And we talked about the idea of having an A, B, C, either in form of a running or maybe an expanded flat, depending on whether we are going to take the height of our A leg right in here about $24 or not. And what happened? We did continue our move up a little bit, and this was actually quite expected. However, not by much really. And before we take the highs, we actually got a rather strong move down, which was pretty much what we expected. And I'll be honest with you, I actually expected for something like this to happen, and maybe this is going to be like a wave 1 correction for 2, another 5 wave up into wave 3, and we get like a correction for another move into wave 5. But you know what, that didn't happen. No problem at all, and I am now comfortable to say this point is going to be the end of our C leg. And now pay attention, I'm still trying to tell you, look, this doesn't really seem like that much of a strong pullback relative to this good 5-wave impulsive structure. So odds are bears are quite powerful, and so far at least this isn't that much of a big move down. And when it comes to the sub waves, I think this might be, excuse me, from this point a 1, 2, and then probably wave 3 to about here, correction for 4, another move down into wave 5. And since it's not that much of a deep move down, then okay, maybe this 5 wave is not going to be on the same degree as this one, and instead it might be into a larger degree, wave 1 followed by a correction for wave 2, and what's next, maybe another good move down into wave 3 for 5 in order to complete the sub waves for this whole beautiful ABC zigzag. And on a higher degree, that zigzag is going to be into wave Y, again completing the subwaves for a WXY in form of hopefully a flat and a zigzag structure. And that's really the main point. Pay attention. In my view, it still makes perfect sense to say that in Chainlink, this whole move down is a corrective movement and not an impulse, suggesting what? After it's over, or maybe even it's over already, and let's say I'm even wrong, one way or the other, we are going to get yet another strong move up in order to take the highs for the first target around $27. But I think at that point we are going to go quite a bit higher than that. It's just the fact that in like very short term, I do have a bit of doubt about whether our move down is over or not. And let's just have a quick look on indicators. Maybe it's best to go on like H1 time frame, or maybe even H4. There we go. You see, what do we have in RSI? This is a low, the other one is a lower low. However, in here we are having a low, the other one is a higher low. So this is actually a bit of a bullish divergence, and here is the line for it. And pay attention, this is a very important point. The moment that in RSI you see a move down, and in that phase we get a confirmed break of the neckline, at that point you should probably count on some more strong downward price action. And if in terms of Elliott wave, this is truly a 1-2 setup, then okay, wave 3, you want to know that it's actually in most cases quite a strong move down. So it seems like that all signs are aligning, and again, that will only get confirmed the moment that we get a break of this very important divergence line. So for like very short term, if you want to count on some more downward price action in Chainlink, all eyes on this important line and see what is going to happen to it. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Chainlink. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.